Ready for break, so I'll be quick. I chose social work because it was a field in which I could make an individual and community difference. And that was important. I wanted to make both of those thrive. When I was in high school in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I went to a homeless shelter and decided that the homeless population was who I really wanted to work with. And through the twists of life, I got to be the executive director of Bridges to Housing Stability. And I'm so proud of what we do and who we are. The quote by Margaret Mead, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has," is a quote that I love. It's one of my favorites. And I use it often, and I know how important it is, and I see it that it's true time and time again. Take, for instance, Bridges' history. 32 years ago, a small group of committed, thoughtful citizens saw that family homelessness was a problem in Howard County, and they wanted to do something about it. So, all volunteers chose one family to help with temporary housing and start a nonprofit. Now, 32 years later, here we are with 21 staff, millions of dollars in aid going out to our community, 800 people that we're helping every year with affordable housing solutions and eviction prevention. And I'm so proud of where we are, but it all started with that small group. Now, when I think about the changing world in the last 2 years and strategies for making a community impact, I realize that really the 3 steps to get there haven't changed that much. There might be a few extra tools in there that we can use, but a lot of it is still the same. So in the 20 years that I've been doing community organizing and nonprofit leadership, I've realized that, if we use these steps, really you can make a great community impact doing whatever you're passionate about. So number 1 is find your people. You've got to connect. And you have to be intentional about this. Sometimes that's not just your friend group, right? They might not be as passionate about something as you are. So you'll need to go outside of that box. And that's hard sometimes for introverts like me to go out and find others that share my passions. That can be a challenge, but it's worthwhile. And there are, if you see a problem or an issue, I promise you that other people have noticed it too, and they're out there waiting to be found. For every one person that we think of that made this huge difference in the world, there was a lot of people behind them. And so usually, almost always, you need a group to make this community impact that share your passion. The second step is to hone your skills. So when I was a teenager, I didn't think I had many skills. I wasn't talented in sports or music. So I just thought, I don't have those kind of skills, but I'm pretty good at writing, and I can listen when people need to be heard. I'm patient, I'm kind, I'm thoughtful, I'm creative. And over the years, I've realized that those are skills also that can be used in leadership and to make a difference. And I'm passionate about what we do in ending homelessness. So the second part, first you've got to figure out what those skills are that you're going to need. You need to then find the people out there. If you don't have the skills, go out and get on the internet, and there's all kinds of experts, and there's nonprofit leaders like us. If you have a passion for what we have a passion for, we'd love to nerd out with you and talk to you about it. And so, but you can learn a lot of things from the internet, from experts that actually are doing the work. and then to take a step a little bit further, but this is a really necessary step, is to find the data. So on whatever issue you're going for, find out what the need actually is. Like what's happening in the community, what's already being done, and where the need actually is. For centuries, people with the best intentions, have decided what other people need that were different from them, right? You need our religion, you need our language, you need our culture, you need to be schooled like us. And that has been so detrimental to other people, and done so much damage. So we really need to think, even if you have the best intentions about what you want to do, is there a need for that? Are the people who you actually want to be serving, is that something that they need and that they're hoping for and that will make a difference for them? So that is probably the most important thing, to make sure you do that homework. And then the third part is the fun part. Take action, right? You've got your people, you know what the need is, you know what your skills are and how you're going to apply them. So take action. And that can look like all kinds of different stuff, right? So that could be testifying for legislation or against legislation, meeting with legislators, local or state. It can be vlogging or social media or doing a fundraiser, or a service project for a nonprofit, and, getting involved with a group nationally or internationally even. Maybe it's starting a club, boycotting something, doing a march. There are all kinds of things and ways, and you can't do them all. But by picking something, you're going to be noticed. And that's what's important, right? You might not win the first time you do something, but you're going to make a step forward. And the next time an opportunity comes along, they're going to say, hey, I know somebody who's interested in this same subject. Let's get them involved. Let's get them going. And it becomes easier and easier every single time. So, being in the changing world right now is busy. We don't have a lot of time, but everybody has some time. And we're all worried about something. There's so many issues out there to care about, and there's other people that care about them too. So taking a few minutes of your day to make a difference is totally worthwhile. I'm going to share an example of doing the steps for community impact. I knew when I started in nonprofit leadership that I needed to get over my fear of public speaking, or at least be able to deal with it. So I decided to do the steps, right? It's a common fear. It's lots of people. So I joined Toastmasters International. I found my people. There are other people that also had the same fear, nervousness, but we could do speeches together, give each other feedback, learn and build our skills. So that was part 2, right? It came along with Toastmasters is I can build my skills, I can practice, I can do research for each of my speeches and really know what I'm talking about and become more confident every single time. Does that mean I'm a perfect speaker? No. I could be funnier and more engaging or use my voice in a better way, but I'm way better than I was when I started, and that's what was important. And then I can do the fun part. I can take action. I can say yes when TEDx comes to talk to me and asks if I can do a speech. I can use my voice for my organization, for the clients that we serve, and be confident about it and make an impact. So really want you to remember to find your people and hone those skills and take action, because it's time now. Thank you.